Well, kids, here we go. I forgot that my earphones there would connect to... Oh, dear. What is the distortion on the bottom of the... Alright, we're going to have to deal with that. This is a lamb lois. Great. Okay. Good, I know what's going on. Good. We're off to a good start. Well, that would be why. No. They're in... They're in a Wii remote that's downstairs. Well, kids... I'm gonna run and get some batteries. You wait here. Thank you, Andrew. I forgot that I had muted myself again. Really, really appreciate that. You'd be amazed how often people don't tell me stuff like that, and then I don't know to fix it. Beautiful. Next, we want to plug this in. We're almost there, kids. We're almost there. And set this up to be able to turn my spotlight white again. And so now we go. How we doing, guys? I arrived at this bonfire at the end of last session. Fully, that was the final thing I did. I did not walk, I didn't go past it at all. Weakness equipment breakage? What does that mean? What's this say? Composure and then pincer attack. Little list of things that I want to do today, including some messing around with bonfire aesthetics, which is something that I've never really messed with before. 27.7 is a level. Not as much reach as I want to have there. That's for sure. Wow, get interrupted for once. Evan, how are you today? Glad you could make it. Well, I appreciate you dropping in for any amount of time. Oh, you can backstab them. I assume because of the crystal growth that I wouldn't be able to. That's good to know. Alright, at least you're... There we go. That should kill that. Yup, good. Alright, great. See? If I'd known I could go for those, been a different process altogether. Cool. Great. I said this in something I posted somewhere. In theory, I should be able to get to the second bonfires for the other two DLC areas, excuse me. So we're gonna try. But then also, I want things like Ring of Blades +1 and Covetous Gold Serpent Ring +2, which will require us to mess around with bonfire aesthetics and defeat some bosses again. Oh, Chloranthy Ring +2 as well. That's a good one. Which I'm using Chloranthy Ring. Look at that. It's true. What does the Ring of the Embedded do? Gain surprises but take increased damage. Makes me sneakier! Lances are cool. Are they really in Dark Souls 3? I don't really remember them. I don't really remember Dark Souls 3. Rampart Golem leggings. Those might be of use to me. Spears tend to be dexterity weapons. But lances are strength weapons. Try torch. Be wary of monster. So, you know, what happens when I light a torch? I'm indoors, so it's not like I'll lose it. I wouldn't say it looks like I'm making progress on this. There's a whole thing with this area where you turn off the blustery wind. And then you can use the torch outside. Like break ice and stuff. The whole environment changes. So it could have something to do with that. That's the starting place. Interesting. Ah! I was distracted by the guys getting up. So it begins! Rampart Golem leggings. Tell me about those. 127. They're lighter. You tried it though, huh? So last week I was off because it was my anniversary with Morgan. We've been married for 6 years, I think. Yeah, 2019. We had a delightful weekend together. We really did. Went to a bunch of thrift stores, did an escape room, had a lovely dinner. It was a good day. I found a complete release of the Far Side comics. 2 huge, deeply heavy books. Originally it retailed for over $200. They were selling it for $55. Now you can buy it, you know, on eBay or whatever for about $150. A lovely, lovely find. I've read through everything published up through 1980. Well, so I'm in 81 now. It ran from 1980 to 1994. Which is when my run started. Not of this. This. And they're really heavy. Like, I can't fully explain to you. I need to just, like, measure, weigh them. Because they're coffee table book size things, right? So you expect them to be a certain mass. Like my Metroid Prime Trilogy book is, you know, it's a good size, but it's not that heavy. I would break my fingers if I tried that with the complete Far Side. Totally crazy. Ah! So that's a grab animation. Today we learned. Get out of there. With that, I think we survived this. These guys are scary. No two ways about that. I have a level in my pocket. Lest I forget. Horse ahead. In short, I can't take this. Okay. And then that's got to be the grab. I like fighting these guys. Normal week. Prism stones, that's interesting. Ah! Oh, there you are. I don't like this. I bet you... Uh-oh, there's plural. Oh no, that's... The great sword hurts so much. I want to go home. I want to go home. Okay. All right. I stand by that decision. Let's have a look at what the Rampart Golem leggings will become. They are Twinkling Titanite, and they will be 158. 24, 18, 21, 24. What did I say? 158? Okay, not worth.
Bearer until
get our 30th dex here. Anything we can do to get more damage. I believe that, wow, already, jeez. When I quiet the storm. Oh shit. Dumb. The invisible soldiers on the bridge there will become more visible. Because I'm not sure what just happened. That's fine. I messed that up. Because Ava, the king's pet, which is the boss right at the beginning of this DLC, is an invisible boss until you quiet the storm. See how there's like a film, a foggy film on the when you enter or exit rather. You'll also notice my character model slowly get covered in ice or snow, haze. Same effect. We will at some point turn that off. And at that point, I'll be able to build a torch outside. See, it's up to my waist now. That won't happen. These enemies will become active. You know, I probably could have seen that coming. And I bet you those chests will thaw. That I normally text when I go live. I shall do that next time I die. We also found, when we were thrifting for our anniversary, we found this really beautiful set of martini glasses with thick red feet and a very thin red decanter that matched the martini glasses. It's very cool. So our glass cabinet has a little bit more glitter to it now. We love our glassware. I need this to die. I need you to die. There it is. Good. We're good. Didn't really mean to roll off, but I'm alive, and that's what matters. Jump at me. No? Okay. Good. You've killed me! Good! Just a stab, huh? Just a... I suppose that would be what you do with a lance like that. Well, I'm dead. It's funny with these enemies at this point in the game, how just, you're on a knife's edge. Oh, that's gonna... Well, that's first. I know that it's true for basically any enemy at basically any point in the game, that if you are complacent, you aren't careful, or you take kind of... Oh, I need to do this. If you take for granted the fact that you can defeat these enemies, then they can kill you if you let your guard down. That is, of course, you know, the thing about Dark Souls. But at this point in this game, just in particular, they're so... It's not like I'm underpowered. Well, I'm probably a little bit under... I'm definitely a little bit underpowered because I have no reach. But I'm pretty heavily armored. And these guys are still killing me in like 2 hits. And so it's a unique feel, I suppose I'm trying to say, how the problem here isn't my stats. It's the fact that these things can kill you very easily. And of course it ends on blue, so I'll have to fix that. Someone in chat want to do a exclamation point yellow or orange or pink or green, just something to get the chat color to contrast to the background. Stupid. that hit me. Come on now. There we are. Boom. That's going to be another level in my pocket. That's the other thing about getting to this point in the game. Even if I was under-leveled before, which I probably was, the soul density of this part of the game is very high. And so, you catch up. Okay, let's see here. My health is getting low in terms of how hollowed I am. So I need to consider that when making decisions. Okay. This is the last thing I wanted to explore, is going left here instead of right. He's frozen. My spidey sense tingled. Did you see that? Jimmer, you made it. How are you today? In a normal playthrough, I would want to be killing these in one backstab. The basic enemies. Going wild today. What's got you all riled up? I'm doing well. I've been talking about, had a good anniversary last week, celebrating with Morgan. A very normal week. Some good thrift finds, which I'm planning on talking about once I have some people actively chatting. Bye. So, yeah, I'm doing well. Hi! Now you... I believe I cannot backstab. Stop hitting me! That's not cool! Okay, alright. You walk in circles all you want, my dude. That's good, that's good, that's good. Thank you! Up in Erie, staying with your sister-in-law. No backstab on those. She has a bunch of kids, and you did a Fortnite marathon today and went super sweaty and won most of the rounds you did. 80% win rate is nuts. Good stuff. Hurrah for jumping. I'm not gonna. That seems sus. Oh! Shit. Well, it's done. Nope. Okay.
No one must ever find that which is sheltered in the layer noise.
Okay. So, unfortunately, because I am an impulsive person, we're gonna have to do this walk again. I don't wanna. That I believe is our goal there. There's like a crystal that if we shatter it, the snowstorm ends and fundamentally changes this area. Oh, I shouldn't. Kids are good enough that it takes some of the defensive pressure off of you, which allows you to be hyper-offensive. It feels great. Nice. Yeah, that's fun. Being able to rely on the people that are on your team changes the chemistry of what playing is like. That is fun. I do see though how it would hurt your head. Kicking her feet. That's funny. I've never noticed that animation before.
Bearer until...
So you got ZA. Good, good. That's fine. How far into it are ya? I can't believe I fell down that one way. I feel so foolish. But this is enough health to get there, so there's that. So you've covered some ground already. Very nice. It feels like the future of Pokemon to me. Plain and simple. I think the biggest rational fear going into it, I think, was that the environment wouldn't be suitably varied for a complete Pokemon game. And I think that they handled it well. Nice, very nice. You make this harder, not easier, right? Echo doesn't care. Ow. Give me a backstab, damn it! Thank you! You may have already heard me say this, but I really, really, really want the next thing that they do, one of the next things that the Pokemon Company does, to just be a Gen 2 remake in the style of ZA. I just want a regular traditional Pokemon game as an adventure with the battle system from ZA. It just would be so good. Die! Wow. I need you to lay down, Echo. All the work's done. All the work for that is already done. And that's because, so I like Scarlet and Violet. It has its issues. I have the things that I would change to improve it, you know. But I think that the scale and scope of Scarlet Violet is one of the main things that sets it apart from more traditional games. And I think Sword and Shield is more similar in scale and scope to Emerald, Crystal, you know. I would even be happy with the Gen 2 remake in the style of ZA without Kanto. If they did it with, which I, you know, how could you do that? I hope they don't, if they do. But, did I die? No. I don't think I died. I hate you, Forlorn. Dead. But the things that I would get out of that remake would be so good. Legend Celebi. Exactly! Johto has this air of ancient mystery to it that is just so unbelievable. Unbelievably delightful to play through! Was actually what I was gonna say. It's 20,000 souls. It's not that bad. Better part of a level, but it's not that bad. Now I am gonna use this. Tie it into some of the related plot points of Arceus, but still have it run in tandem with that timeline along with the timeline Gen 2. Yeah, definitely. Well, and like, and if they did it as a like a fusion of the style of Let's Go. Sorry if you saw that projection. It surprised me. The style of Let's Go, where it draws on more like stuff from the anime and stuff. So it feels like it feels like modern Pokemon. Like it retains some of the things we've acquired that, wow, how am I alive? Then it would be really, really cool. One of my favorite things about Legend ZA is that it does not replace Arceus. I still have research to do in Arceus, I still have legendaries to collect in Arceus, but I am one Pokemon away from completing my ZA Pokedex. My Mega, you know, I'm missing more Megas than I expected to be at this point, but that's fixable. Maybe 2, because DNC. It's a whole thing. The timing on that attack is brutal. Totodile. I knew Totodile was my ZA starter. I knew I wasn't gonna pick Tepig. Sorry, Embor. I was never gonna pick Tepig. And I made my decision based on which starter I wound up getting a shiny for in Crystal Legacy. And since I got Chikorita, I went with Totally. Die. And I am very happy with kind of how Feraligatr is in that game. I love Feraligatr. I always have, really. As a kid, you're like, oh, you have to pick the fire starter because fire's cooler than water or grass. I mean, and Charizard is Charizard, you know, so how are you gonna compete with Charizard, and really? But Typhlosion and Feraligatr are both excellent Pokemon. Giving Meganium Fairy and Feraligatr Dragon was a very cool decision. You got a shiny Chikorita too? It's perfect. Run normal Chikorita ZA. So, same but different. I love that. We did the opposite. I think, in Gen 2 at least, Chikorita might be the best shiny of the starters. Cyndaquil's gets, like, purple flames, and Totodile's crest is a different color. Which, like, a lot of the Gen 2 shiny palettes are pretty subtle. Ice Rapier, cool. But I like my little golden boy. Good, very good. That miss was very, very important to me. Have I pointed out that the ice shattering sounds whenever these creatures move is really, really cool? Fuck you. Okay, so I'm not gonna fall off like I did last time. Down, therefore think carefully. Be wary of down, therefore think carefully. If only I listened. That's the front door to Frozen Ilium Lois. Dogs! Ah! Bad, 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 bad news. Ah! Come on, let's do it, let's do it! Okay, alright, this is good, this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's more. Nope. Okay. Woo! My human effigy back, that's not bad. Dog. Soul of Great Hero. Okay, there's activity above me. Ah! Where the hell did you come from? That was frightening. Ah! Wow, okay, cool. Did it fall off and then run up? Didn't take any damage. Dunno. Alright, well... not yet. I know that this is a little bit ridiculous. I only have one flask left after facing those dogs. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to fight something between where I turned back the first time and the crystals. So I changed something early in the level over here. I want to look at that before I make everything more difficult for myself. I shouldn't break the crystal during an ad break anyway. see how we need that to be a one-hit kill? From the backstab, at least. Well, so there's that. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. So this will be the last time we push through here. This will be... We are now going for changing the world. Will it be for the better? Only time will tell. Which is an 80s power ballad. Only time will tell. What a ridiculous song. Asia, I believe, is the band. Welcome back from the ad break. Our goal is now, I opened a chest. It contained a Soul Flash sorcery, I believe, which does not help me. Ow! Got me on the backswing. Oh! Jimmer, the Prime sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. No more ad breaks for you. Chat's gone. Easy fix that. It's because the same software that controls my lights also controls the color of the chat. And so if off is an option, then chat disappears. Well, I'm glad you finally got it together. Thank you very much. Set a reminder on what, the 23rd of next month? I guess you get access to this. I was just thinking, what do we think is probably the easiest DLC? You get access to the Shrine of Winter. I really hope to avoid that before the other two. After the Old Iron King and after the Rotten. I did, because my soul memory is so high. I'm almost up to 3 million. This has not been an efficient, a soul-efficient playthrough. Not at all. Hey, I'm all about overcoming challenges. That's why I game. And this has been a challenge. I am reasonably close to beating the base game, though. Technically, there's only 2 bosses. One boss that is a team of 2 between me and beating the getting the end of the game, rolling credits. But I want to face the Scholar of the First Sin, which I have never done before. Ow. Face tank that. Not my best. And I haven't... There's bosses in the DLCs I haven't beaten as well. A little bit Jack Sparrow. There's bosses in the DLCs that I haven't beaten as well. I'll have to take care of those. Oh, that's the other thing we did. We did a nice Pirates of the Caribbean marathon. I hadn't seen On Stranger Tides since I saw it in theaters with a girl that I either had just asked out or was just about to ask out. The Eye of the Priestess. So needless to say, I don't remember that movie very well. Well, now I do. Kim Chan. Appreciate you letting me know, Jimmer. Happy Thanksgiving. And then I straight up hadn't seen, Dead Men Tell No Tales. This isn't one of these knock and it shall be open to you, is it? Nope. And so, that sure is an eye. Allows one to see the unseen. The eye of the first priestess who watched over Elaim Lois. Allows one to see the unseen. All the great priestesses replace one of their birth eyes with this, returning it after their term was complete. Anybody want a hand-me-down magical glass eye? I would prefer to be the first owner of my glass eye, personally. Oh! How is that even a backstab? Wow. That hurt. I was gonna say my feelings, but everything. It hurt everything. So now we'll be able to face the fucks on the bridge. This will also reveal the king's pet. Go have a look at that. And then we have this whole to-do list of stuff outside of Elaim Lois as well, so... Enough. I really enjoyed both On Stranger Tides and Dead Men Tell No Tales. At the time, I remember people poo-pooing Stranger Tides because they thought that the movie suffered from trying to be about Jack Sparrow, where Jack Sparrow's not that interesting of a character. But I both disagree that Jack Sparrow is not an interesting enough character to have a movie about him, and that On Stranger Tides is more focused on Jack Sparrow specifically than Curse of the Black Pearl, for instance. Which is, of course, the best one, the only one they ever should have made, and so on and so forth. Dead Men Tell No Tales had, as Jack, and I'm not going to spoil anything, unless Chad tells me to, that has Jack make a decision that as a plot point, I'm okay with, but in a way that I don't think makes sense. I don't know. And so there, like, some pieces maybe that could have been improved, perhaps would have been better in a director's cut or extended version. But overall, Javier Bardem is just a phenomenal villain. I really enjoy... I have enjoyed everything I've ever seen Javier Bardem in. He's just a tour de force. I love that. Turn! Oh. I meant to ask Jimmer if he'd gotten any shinies yet, though I assume that he'd have told me if he had. I will always be proud of my day one shiny. That is my personal, you can't take the sky from me. What you been up to, Kim Champ? Yeah! Ah! Getting ready for Thanksgiving. 'Tis the season! At trivia last week, people were asking me whether it would be happening this week. And at first I was like, why wouldn't it? Oh, right, of course. But the restaurant, excuse me, the restaurant's gonna be open. So. No! Ah, no! And then finish on a backstab, because of course. Rampart Golem arms. Armor, okay. Velstad's armor is obviously going to be better, but out of curiosity, Rampart Golem set, Rampart Golem armor, fully upgraded, it's 293. Yeah, not much lower, but lower. Aha, yes, you can see them. Have to cram 4 days of work into 3. Yeah, that'll be fun indeed. Yeah! Elite Knight armor. Nice. Dad's off all week, poor guy. What's he gonna do with himself? He started at the beginning of the month, didn't he? Good for him. Has it been a good fit? Like we all assume that it is? Good. Very good. Yeah, see, you don't get to keep the torch. It does unpower stance your fists, though. growing into a great fit. That makes sense. Even the best pair of shoes needs to be broken in. Why am I like this? I love that hammer that the guy shoved sideways up my ass right after I got the eye. That's the kind of... Oh. Oh no! It's the kind of weapon that I like to use. Big, flashy, high damage, all in one hit. Come on, give me the backstab. Uh-oh. It's not quick enough. Uh-oh. Doesn't matter. Die! No! No! Ah! I just need... Well, like, realistically, I would upgrade my weapon. Not an option. These enemies' moveset reminds me of like a Soul Calibur character who uses all moves that other characters have. I think that's very cool. I wish that I could get it as a weapon. Jimmer and I have the same weapon style preference. When he plays Monster Hunter, he's a hammer bro. I have never gotten into Monster Hunter. I think I would like it. I've heard it described as Dark Souls, but just bosses. Which I do like the sound of. And also I like filling out shopping lists of random drops from random enemies for equipment. I think that's a fun gameplay loop. So many games, so little time. Multiplayer. Interesting. Monster Hunter World is on Steam, right? Have to wishlist that. I would say that I have learned how to fight these enemies. World is the best one. It's not that there was one after it. I don't know why it's set up. I don't know. Hey, thank you. I wonder which one it was. Trying to kill it. Two after it was Rise, and then Wilds. Two after it. Rise next, then Wilds. Rise, Monster Hunter, Son of Rome. Don't worry, I make myself laugh. They do not respawn. That's good to know. Grammaring bigly bad as this today. Hey, it happens. This is not a graded assignment, I suppose. Assignment's the wrong word there. Look at that, 31,000 even. I didn't expect that. So, like, why didn't that hit me? I'm so confused by the hitbox on this lance. Sprint when I tell you to! If you had sprinted, you'd be alive right now. We're so close. So close to finishing this leg. So, I have this whole page, you can't see it, but it's a whole page of notes. Executioner Chariot for Chloranthy +2. This is +1, okay. Wrong. I'm just trying to decide what I'm going to do if I die on my way to my bloodstain. Have a look at Ava, and then we're gonna bonfire Ascetic, the Executioner's Chariot, to fight it again for the Chloranthy Ring +2, because that is something that I can. That'll improve my kit. Iframes. Baby! Boom! And then for Ring of Blades +2, which will improve my damage output. I have to do a fight I've never done before. It's a double pursuer fight in Vendrick into Nishandra's throne room. Which is quite something. I really thought that, I mean, at some point I will stop the blizzard. But I thought that stopping the blizzard was what revealed Ava. Perhaps I'm backwards though. No.
Do not seek the old chaos, nor its twisted.
Don't care for that, yeah. So we can see it. early roll. That's fine. I'm into this. The tiger would be invisible if I hadn't gotten the Priestess Eye already. One of my treasures that I got this weekend is a GBA game. It is Star Wars Jedi Power Battles, which is not one that I am familiar with, but I hope one day to slowly but surely stream all of the Star Wars games. I should repair that. That would help. That would. And so, if I come across a Star Wars game, I'm going to acquire it. I'm probably gonna have to use questionable means to play like the Atari 2600 game. There's multiple for the 2600, and that sort of thing. But the more I can do legitimately, the better. Seen that attack yet. Follow up? Nope. Nice. That almost killed me in one hit. I'd be so mad if I were this cat right now. Miss and then heal right in its face. Disrespectful. Best Star Wars game is Episode 1, The Phantom Menace for PC. Ah! I had it back in the day, but it was on a few systems too. I wonder how it differs from system to system. I have this. Let's show you. Oh, it's at the bottom of the stack. Maybe I shouldn't. No, not right now. Star Wars: The Best of PC, like box set. It's got Star Wars Battlefront 2 disc in it, which is so great. And then I think like Empire at War. And I want to know. Stack off of there. If these are audio CDs and they can go downstairs, we'll have to actually look at that. I'll restack this a little bit less precariously. Okay. Aha! So, I have Star Wars Rebel Assault 2, discs 1 and 2. I have a Star Wars Dark Forces disc. I have this, I think, on Steam as well. Rogue Leader Rogue Squadron 2 for the GameCube. And then this is the best of PC. I know you can't see them very well because of the reflection. But it's Knights of the Old Republic, Empire at War on this disc, Republic Commando, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and Star Wars Battlefront 1 on this disc. And then a 14-day trial of Star Wars Galaxies on this disc. What fun! Star Wars Galaxies, huh? And I feel like I'm missing a disc. I feel like the best of PC probably. Well, it says in the back. Empire at War, KOTOR, Battlefront, Jedi Outcast, Republic Commando. Guess not. $9. I got that. Got that for $9. Cool. So, like, I have a pretty good head start. And then I can show you this easily. Oh, it's plugged in. My PS4, it's in rest mode, so I can't. But my PS4 is the... Hey, Fendrick. My king. Can I kneel? No. Oh, well. My PS4 is the Battlefront 1 Special Edition, I think. It's got Darth Vader on it. And it came with Star Wars Racer Revenge, probably Republic Commando, definitely Bounty Hunter, Super Star Wars, all digital. And then, of course, Star Wars Battlefront disc. So, like, I have access to a lot of Star Wars. And then I bought the May the 4th bundle several years ago on Steam. I should look into if anything's been added to that since. Okay, cool. That's a new one. That hit me. No. That could have gone a lot worse. Where are you going? Not my best dodge there. Dead. It's fine, it's fine. Phantom Menace game version differences. According to the AI overview, whoa. Okay, AI overview reads like this. The main differences are between the direct adaptation game, Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, and the action platformer game, Star Wars Jedi Power Battles, which have similar themes but very different gameplay. Interesting. So I feel like that... The Phantom Menace had 9 completely different tie-in games by YouTuber Flandrew. Well, and I wonder if it's even counting Episode 1 Racer. I had never heard of Power Battles either. It was just a Game Boy Advance cartridge. I almost bought... They had Sonic Advance and Sonic Advance 3 as well. And they're $15 a pop, so I couldn't, you know... $45 for GBA games, as much as I would like to. I figured I'd stick with my I'll keep amassing Star Wars media. Wouldn't mind if they slowed down just a little bit so that I could kind of catch up. She doesn't seem to hold on to those for very long, which is nice. punch you in the butt. Ah! Ah! Okay, that comes from both directions, apparently. Nice. Something that I didn't even think about with trying to do all the Star Wars games is that thing that used to happen where a game with the same name would be released for, you know, it said Dreamcast and PS2, and I have the GBA one in front of me with the same name. Think about the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater releases. I'm pretty sure there was a THPS 3 for Game Boy Advance, which is not going to play anything like the PS2 version that I had. This feels doable, by the way. I don't know if I've said that out loud, but didn't expect it to go for the same attack twice in a row. What are you gonna do? The two greatest treasures I've found in the last... Yeah, same releases that are vastly different. Comparing those directly sounds like an interesting stream series to me. My favorite treasures I've acquired recently. So there's this. It's Civilization. I can see the reflection. Wow, look at that. Here, I'll show you. It's... Can I do it? Yeah, see it on my face. Civilization 3 complete. Except it's missing disc 1, install and play. It only had 2 and 3 in it. But it's got the booklet, which is, like, considerable. And then, yeah, disc 2 and disc 3. So, I guess I didn't find what I really thought I was, but this is Sid Meier's Civilization CD. Which is very, very cool. I'll have to mess around with it, just to see what it is that I have. I own Civ 3 complete on Steam, so this is just satisfying my love for physical media. This feels doable. Yeah, accurate. My B button is sticking. I'm not sure why. And then I finally have a physical copy of Guitar Hero and a guitar that works for a system that works. This has been quite the journey. Literally, like 3 years. I've been, well, longer than that, but actively for the last 3 years. I've been trying to be able to play Guitar Hero again. I spent a lot of time learning how to do it. I got pretty good at it. I need to drink some water. And then my PS2 doesn't read discs anymore. I have 3. That's a new one. Dead. I have 3 PS2s and none of them can read discs. But Malachi, you might be saying, you have a reasonably powerful computer and are not afraid to emulate things. Why not just... oh, and I also have a love for fun little dongles and connectors and what do you call them? Converters. So like I have all sorts of component to HDMI and all sorts of different stuff. And I do enjoy those. They fascinate me. But PS2 emulation is not very steady, and PCSX2 could not convince the Guitar Hero 2 software that my legitimate PS2 guitar through a USB converter into that game was a legitimate guitar, and it has built-in anti-fake guitar, anti-third-party guitar. I think that would be DRM, wouldn't it? And so Guitar Hero 2 wouldn't work, which I still don't have a good way to play Guitar Hero 2, which is a shame, because Sweet Child of Mine, Trogdor, Jordan by Buckethead, Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana, YYZ, I think, are all on Guitar Hero 2. So that's a shame. Having a working Wii guitar, though, I might be able to get those going on Clone Hero, and that would be good enough. I don't think 2 was released for Wii. I did see what you said about music, about rhythm video games being particularly good for, I'm going to say neuroplasticity because I don't remember the words that you said. But I'm assuming similar ideas. Brain recovery is what you said. 4 flasks remain. Could I get a exclamation point? Green or yellow or orange? Pink and aqua also work. Neuroplasticity is about learning things and helps prevent the onset of dementia. Thank you, Green. I just want chat to be visible. But as I'm sure you're aware, I can't pause this. I had time for another one there. Thanks, guys. You can do that whatever you want. Okay, that's about the range there, apparently. Jump at me. Rawr! Yeah! I'm doing better at Guitar Hero than I expected. Neurogenerative might have been words my guy used. Well, and it could have been neuro-regenerative too, because you're talking about an injury. Kim Champ, do you want to weigh in on this? I know you know things about this. Rhythm games are good for helping people with traumatic brain injuries recover. And I said, half remembering, I said that they're good for neuroplasticity. And so we're discussing levels of correctness and different terms to be used for this and stuff. I wanted to do a pounce of my own. Beat Saber being the best makes some sense to me too, because it's more motion than just digits. Because even like Guitar Hero is two hands, it's not like a traditional controller, obviously. And so, but it still is primarily hand and finger movements. Beat Saber is your whole arm. Dead. It was a bad time to flask. I'm alive. More vestibular while still using audio and visual components. Right. Okay. Yeah, and reforming and maintaining neural connections is what the brain's ability to do that is what I think of as neuroplasticity. Yeah, okay. Bet you didn't think you'd learn anything about neurology today, here in the Dark Souls stream chat. Yeah, if you're having vestibular issues, VR seems very risky. Rotary spin therapy, what does that consist of? It sounds like it's designed specifically for relearning balance. Emotional weight to it. So it's not like there's not a lot of lighthearted songs in it. Essentially, for rotary spin therapy, you stand on a large motorized Lazy Susan, and you have a rail all around you with straps and anchor points to a belt you wear. They then spin you clockwise, maybe 30 RPM, and then let you out symptoms calm, probably let your symptoms calm. And then counterclockwise for the same, repeat a time or two. Okay, yeah, just literally taxing the system and then giving it the opportunity to recover. You can try, there's no denying I'm alive. So alive. let your symptoms. Yeah. That's what I assumed. The play here might be, collect some souls, repair my dragon ring, come back in. But it's super intense, but yields amazing results. You have a love-hate relationship with it. I mean, that sounds like my physical therapy for my knee and my back and my shoulder and things. Like, I hate doing it. It's very uncomfortable, but I feel better when I do. Ah, speaking of my knee, I bought my ski pass on Friday. Damn it, I will ski. I didn't at all last year. I regretted it. And it's snowing today. They opened... Yesterday was opening day. But my pass is 4 weekdays. Oh! I thought that was going to be... Well, good to know that that's a grab animation. I thought that was going to be the Ice Spear sorcery. I sure did. I can do this. Like, it's just a matter of putting the... It's just a matter of holding on. You've seen me dodge all of this creature's attacks. You've seen me heal in all the right spots. So it's just a matter of putting it together. It should be fun. And I, in the past, have tried to set myself up to be able to do creative work while I'm up there. You know, because planning and that sort of thing is a big part of writing stories. So I did press the dodge button. And we'll give this 3 more tries, and if I don't get down to the 3 more bad tries, how's that? capitalize on that more. I don't really know what causes that. That felt like an okay try. I'm not gonna... Because, you know, it's gonna take a lot of tries. But... Fine. Defense would help this. That's kind of what I'm saying, is I don't want this to be uninteresting to watch, or for me to get so frustrated that I'm not, you know, a jovial host here. And so that's why I was saying a couple of bad tries, and we change what we're doing. But, I mean, if you want to watch something else, I would rather do something else than you change the channel, you know? Yeah, I couldn't get away because of the statue. I was distracted by trying to look at chat, which I know better on. That was a bad try. That's the kind of try that'll frustrate me. I appreciate you saying that, Jim. Part of, no, it is absolutely not your fault that I did not focus on the game that I'm streaming. By no means. I don't care, but it's an empty bloodstain. Roar! Your joy increases whenever you hear the death shriek. That was a bad dodge. Dodged with it instead of through it. I would call that a bad one too. Oh, Jimmer, welcome to content during the ad break. Here we are. I have to go back down and face the guy with the hammer. I have to look into what fighting the Executioner's Chariot's going to look like, which that'll be interesting. How many bonfire ascetics do I have? I have... Where are they? They're there. I have 16! Alright, that's plenty. Well, that was my 100th message in chat today. Thank you, Jimmer. Oh, it's all you ever dreamed it would be and more. I hope so. It's nice to be let past the velvet rope now and then, isn't it? That's a far wall. Lag spike? Oh, it's too close now. I'm dead. Aha! Star Citizen is doing their annual Expo event in-game. That's pretty cool, actually. It's like do they have like a bunch of displays set up at a specific spot in the game? Like they're running it like a convention center expo, but digitally? Yeah. That's exactly what I pictured, is they have a convention center expo set up in-game. That's nuts. What Star Citizen is and strives to be is so very impressive. The timing on that is really weird. That's cool, too. Making ships available to rent. Yeah, exactly. The scope of Star Citizen's aim is completely bonkers. Three years ago, people straight up didn't think they'd ever do it. Seems to me like they're making it happen. Man, if I had a shield, I'd just eat that and deal damage right in there. Wouldn't that be nice? If I'm gonna beat this, I need to capitalize on those opportunities too. This is a better try. Don't roll with it! Roll against it! Looking for rare armor. That's cool. And it feels like shiny hunting. You know, actually what feels like shiny hunting, I have started reaching out to literary agents. And it's my understanding that they're people who have written a book and want it published are in no short supply. And so agents tend to have lots of queries at any given time. Shit. And so most of the agents that you query are going to not pick you up. But you only need one. Alright. Don't fuck it up. Listen to Mama Ru. Jump. No? Okay. No! Got it. Boom. There it is. Oh man, yeah. It's funny that when you Jimmer got clenched up about that one. That's what we're responding to. It's funny how when you cross a certain threshold in a fight like that, and you have that thought, it might be I could do it this time. Oh shit, I'm getting close. You know that thing, like that's when your pulse starts to rise. Oh no, I might succeed. And then once, as you get worked up, and you don't want to screw it up, and that's what the thing with difficult games like this is specifically being able to not lose focus when you get excited. You hear about this in speedrunning a lot too. You either use that energy for or against yourself. I like that. Whew. Okay. Really, it was, for me there, it was mostly a matter of not using it against myself.
I'll be around.
Okay. I want to be reading these. Each of the Ivory King's 7 beasts was conferred a specific duty. Ava's was the guardianship of the king's beloved child of dark. The wondrous soul of this beast can be used to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. It's for moments like that that I want a heart rate monitor. Grand Cathedral. She had a few moments like that today in Fortnite. Some Jim overcame and some he didn't, but as the matches went on, I had more and more control to clutch up. And that's the thing that I needed for getting good at shooter games was learning not to squeeze my eyes shut when combat started. Alright, so next in Aleum Lois will be opening that door. That's gonna unfreeze. Did you see the chest there? That's gonna unfreeze everything. So before I do that, I want to go to the Undead Purgatory. I wish I could hard save before I do this, but Dark Souls don't work like that. What is done cannot be undone, you see. I'm lucky that it's not that it's this bonfire and not the one that you do this from the first time. Oh, well, look at that. So you do have to go in the front door then. Which... That's Undead Purgatory. This is Huntsman Copse. See what this looks like from this angle. I've never... So this is new to me. What I just did, I burned a bonfire aesthetic in the Undead Purgatory, which makes the area... puts the area on New Game Plus. This is... Cool. New Game Plus. Everything is higher level. dead. Okay, not dead, but this isn't good. And the key here, the reason that I'm doing this, is there are certain items that only become available in New Game Plus. The Chloranthy Ring, which boosts stamina recovery, one of my standbys here, is dropped by the boss, whose fog I couldn't just walk into. Yeah, you gotta go in the front door, apparently. And I want it, because I'm looking for ways to improve my, that's not gonna help. Ways to increase my power level. Traditionally, this is done with weaponry. I don't know about this. Okay, that's not bad, actually. That ascetic affected these items, this part of the area here as well. Interesting. The Executioner's Chariot itself is not so bad. It's getting to the Executioner's Chariot that's the worst part. I want that move to be good so bad, and it just isn't. It's insane. He might be able to hit, like, when he puts it all the way back behind his head and then he swings forward, right? It might be able to hit me there. That might do it, actually. Yeah, nice. Dark Souls is famously inconsistent with stuff like that, and so these guys aren't even what I'm really worried about. It's obviously the whole thing about them is that they're a threat. But there is a phantom guarding the Executioner Chariot entrance, who was an absolute thorn in my side coming through here before. Certain things, ascetics don't respawn certain things, though. So it's possible that it won't. We gonna find out. And that's a yes. It does respond. Great. Good luck exiting the in-law palooza. I appreciate you hanging out and chatting and stuff. Ugh. That's good. Yeah, he's on New Game Plus. Thank you, my friend. Happy Thanksgiving. That's another one. Oh! And that's the thing. He won't respawn, though. Ascetic brings him back, but doesn't respawn once I defeat it. How you doing? That's good. Took more damage on that than I wanted to. There I go, taking even more damage. Further in than I meant to go. But it doesn't matter. I don't know if it'll hit when I'm behind it and it swings forward like that, but I avoid it all the same because it is the type of thing that Dark Souls would do where it would hit. It would enter its damage dealing state before it goes over his head. What is what, exactly? The damage dealing state, the human effigy that I just used? Or can you hear something in the background that I'm not aware of? sorry that I'm not more on top of it. Normally I have more caffeine. Oh, the thing that I was fighting? They're just, like, guys. I don't know, they're like undead dudes with annoying mace, spear things. Alright, now let's fix the lighting without falling off the bridge. That's why I used the human FG. Lol. Now I have to not die, or I'll have to face that guy again. I never know if it's my hair causing my ears to itch or not. But this boss is my goal. Thanks. I won't. Probably. Okay. We'll let it go by again, and then we advance. If you don't kill the necromancers, the skeletons keep coming infinitely. There's the next one. The necromancers don't respawn. So when I go back in, I will have less to deal with. When I go back in, I just have to fight off that first wave of skeletons. Oh, I hate that jump. Know what these are. It's normal for like human enemies to be significantly bigger than me for whatever reason. Like their armor signifies that they're kind of just vagrants, bandits. But maybe the... Was that the bloodied whip? Yeah. Next time I die, I'll pull it up on the wiki. Get you an answer. That miss was weird. Ha! That's perfect. Oh, truly perfect. Okay. I'll take it. They take so long. All right, you. Bring it on. Boy, do I hate this enemy. It's just so much damage. So much damage. I am gonna make my MO luring it out. I think that's the way. Okay. What did we say? We said whip. Bloodied whip. Oh, they're called torturers. These wicked torturers don't wield conventional weapons. The tools of their trade are intended to inflict pain upon their undead victims rather than death. If you underestimate them, you'll find that regardless of their intention, they can certainly kill you. Yup. I have found that myself. I love this game. Just love it. I knew that was going to be a thing, doing this way. The way the trees pop in makes me feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't, which is fun. I don't know why Torturer's Sickle or whatever you wish to call it isn't an item that they give you. Make it a mace class weapon. There's a bleed mace already. Make it a longer bleed mace. The Morning Star is the... I thought he was about to flask. That was weird. Oh my gosh. That was annoying. That didn't hurt me, so probably not. Hey, leave that tree alone. What did it ever do to you? Absolutely kill you if you give them the opportunity. See? I'm dead. I'm lucky. Damn. Now I'm dead. Thanks. It's tough. And the thing that's most difficult about, especially a death like that, is that it feels like a personal failing. You beat them enough times going in, and then something goes wrong, or there are little inconsistencies at this game sometimes, and come on, lock on. Something catches you off guard, and you beat an enemy you feel like you should be able to beat with no problem, or you are beaten by an enemy that you feel like should be no problem to beat. It's tough. That's in keeping with the theme of the game, though. The theme of the game is about not giving in to despair. The only way that a hollow truly dies is if they give in to despair. So that's why I say life is Dark Souls. The only way you lose is if you stop trying. That's the other reason that it's very common to hear me talk myself up. Can I have a backstab on this enemy, please? Thank you. Jeez. And one of the mechanics in this game that is part of what's making it particularly difficult is normally, in normal play, after you kill a particular enemy 15 times, it doesn't respawn anymore. But in the Company of Champions, they never stop respawning. And so there's that extra level of despair. Or it removes a mechanic that infuses you with hope. You know. Where is the backstab on that? Like, what the hell, dude? On your 15th attempt of a boss, basically all of the enemy, it'll just be a clean walk up. No! What am I even rolling for? makes it easier to keep trying. You get this sense of progress, even as you keep getting frustrated. Okay. That's okay. I'm gonna fail that jump again in a couple of tries, just so you're prepared. I do not want that guy coming up behind me. Don't want it! Well, it's fair. That's the thing. The inconsistencies that I keep talking about are more apparent because the whole thing about this is that it, not you, but a person. Oh, that helps. Makes it surprising to you that people like this. It's because it's a journey of overcoming yourself. And also those dastardly people at FromSoft who make these games. But it's because it behaves predictably. You'll notice I fight these enemies in the same order every time, one at a time. Because I know exactly where to stand to draw their aggro. Because it follows its own internal rules. For some reason, I'm assuming that is specifically me. You kind of understand why I specifically like it. Well, it's the fundamental opposite of a cheap app game with one prescribed series of actions that clears the game. You know? Thank you for reading my message. That's very nice of you. App games can be nice for a quick little hit of dopamine now and then, but I have found that I grow tired of games where there is a specific sequence of inputs that are not unto themselves challenging. There's only ever one next thing to do, and the game clears, you know? I want to feel involved, like I'm accomplishing something. Okay, they do respawn. I'm wrong. I hate when I'm wrong. Come through! Okay, that's good. Stop it. I'm alive. shouldn't have left. I should have healed. Risky business, risky business! Okay, that's good, that's good. Alright, we're in solid shape here. Don't panic. Panicked Soldier is a dead Soldier. Okay. Alright. Keep not panicking. That's good news for me. Don't get kicked in the head by a horse. I said not to get kicked in the head by a horse. Had a little bit more reach on it than I expected for it to. There's no coffee in there. And so it goes, and so it goes. Oh! Told ya! That was overdue! So will you soon, I suppose. But if my silence made you leave, then that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you. You can have this heart to break. I feel the opposite of I'm on fire, but, you know. Thanks. Excuse me. Ah! It's helping. Yes, every now and then it all just goes to shit. Hey, this is Dark Souls. Interesting. There's more leeway on that than I expected. I can't believe that rearing attack got me. That shouldn't have... I shouldn't have died to that. the camera does that because the lock-on button also snaps the camera to centered behind your character. So like, oh wait, hold on. So it has a use. It has a use. It is a useful function, but when I'm running away from someone and I expect it to lock onto that someone and it doesn't, things can go haywire. In a hurry. No! Ha! Ha 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 ha! Thank you. Nothing like a knee to the face. Or a nice big backhand. Jeez. Thank you for that good job. All right. It's not gonna be fast enough. He's gonna hit me. Might hit me through. Okay. Nope. Good. All right. Great. Away! Don't get hit by a bus. Get out of here. This is my hidey hole. Can we lock onto the thing, please? Wow, I can't believe I survived that. That's nuts. Okay, okay, okay. We wait for it to go by again before we do anything else. That had to be 1 or 2 health. Like... Don't get greedy, you fool! I was early the first time, I was late that time. Yeah. So, I mean, I learned there. That's fine. I genuinely feel I have that. All right, next time I do this, I'm gonna. Next time I face the chariot, I'm gonna beat it. Feeling. Aggro this guy. Thank you. That was pretty cool. I've found that my only option, because normally I have a shield. I prefer to play this with a shield. And so I'll just put my back to the corner and hold my shield up and let them bounce off of it until the chariot comes by. But I don't have that option in this playthrough. And so I've found that if I just keep throwing hands, they can't get close enough to me that they won't get hit by the... Whoa! That's his weapon. It just went flying. Did you see that? I hate this game. Yeah, it was... It should persist. I should be able to show you. Fair. Very fair. I'm on a small screen and you're old. Had to happen at some point, right? Don't worry, Mama. One day I'll be on the big screen. Smash cut to news coverage of my arrest, right? Like, that's how that joke goes. I'm in trouble. Get the freaking backstab! Oh. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing differently from one altercation to another. That causes sometimes for it to be a backstab and other times for it to not be when I'm positionally, relatively positioned the same. I have the Ring of Binding on? Yeah, I do. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? No, stay over there. Oh, good. That's what I needed. No! Get out of here! Good job. You win! I'm so proud of you! I hope you feel good about yourself. It's a player. That was a human person who invaded my game just to kill me. Yeah. So that's why I'm so sassy there, is because, like, they built that character up specifically for player versus player. So she ran up, we acknowledged that we were about to fight, she shot me with one sorcery that did almost all of my health in one shot, and then hit me with a sword. And I didn't have an opportunity to get my bloodstained. And now I'm rattled, and I have to do this again. Die. That's why when the prompt appeared, I said that's what I need right now. There are non-player character invades. Like earlier, the Forlorn that appeared when I was still in Ilium Lois. They're pretty annoying too. And they happen randomly, so it's not even like you can bait them out. Once you do one in an area, though, like, there's one here. But I've already killed it. So it's not coming back. Oh, I should maybe be wearing the agape ring for this. It's not like I need weapons, really. My soul memory keeps going up. I'm gonna keep drawing higher and higher level PvP players. No. Oh, goodness. The frustration and the anger all make the victory sweeter, though. Paradoxically, perhaps. It's probably not a paradox. Oh my gosh. It's like falling from a higher place. Exactly. I knew paradoxically was wrong. I kind of just mean unfortunately. I'm glad that this game is so difficult and frustrating and causes me to feel despair now and then. Because it makes the victory taste all the sweeter, was the end of that sentence. This is really kicking my ass. The invade really made me unhappy. I didn't feel that. Didn't feel I needed that. This is part of the game, though. Oh, I'm breathing, believe me. Part of how one of the necessary pieces of having defeated Ava was remembering to breathe, realizing that I might do it, getting excited, and calming myself down. So that I didn't get too, because I have a tendency to hold my breath when I get really intense, or when I get really frustrated, actually, as well. And believe it or not, it's easier to think when you have oxygen in your brain. Kimchamp, I'm gonna say that makes sense. Good. Get out of here with that nonsense. The other thing that'll happen when you do this a million times is you'll lose track of which one you're on. Yay! So, like, I thought I was forgetting to kill the second to last one there as I ran through. And if you fight two of those guys at the same time, you won't win. I won't, at least. You might. Maybe not you, Kim Chan. Other viewers, perhaps. Yeah! I did that without flasking. See, that's the funny thing, too, is that's a small victory. Look, I'm very... I have refined that now. How was neither of those a backstab? Like, what is this? Gonna get hit, gonna get hit, gonna get hit! You know, that feels good. I will say, getting my bloodstain in here, that felt good. That felt like a medium-sized victory. Heaven knows I needed a victory! Alright, I don't know if it's smart for me to continue to attempt this. I can do it. Obviously, if I... Oh. I'm really getting beat up by this. One more stupid death, and I'm going back to Frozen Oleum Lois. Doing that last little exploratory leg. And then opening the doors in the cathedral. What message is doing so well? Hurrah for message and be wary of fatty. Classics. I had a feeling. Just wanted to change it up. I opted into that one. It is worth mentioning, and obviously by saying this I'm dooming myself, but I haven't fallen off on the end of my jump yet. I have only ever fallen off on the beginning of my jump. So I don't need to worry about that as much as I do. Come on. There we go. Like, why wasn't that a backstab? I honestly kind of don't mind eating that attack for a backstab. Did I cancel that somehow? What was that? That was weird. The animation played, particle effect and everything. That's all I want. All I want is for that fight to go like that. I think defense is my better bet here. Good job, targeting system. You really helped there. Alright, I'm gonna do it. 5 of those left. It's not very many. One of these attempts, that sword's gonna come through the fog. Perfect. Play conservative. Play conservative, in fact. Alright, now, I know it's not enough. Remember to breathe. Woo! I love them getting annihilated by the chariot. It's... I actually, like this fight. Do me a favor here! Wow! Yes! Okay, alright. The fog walls denote boss arena entry. There's a fog wall on the other side there. You have to perform an action. Like it's like a specific process to go through it. You just press A, but it takes time, and it's an animation, so it can be interrupted. And then the fog wall persists until you or the boss dies. Well, until the boss dies. Didn't like that. Again. What is that attack? I can't even tell what it's doing. One more flask. That's good for me. Stop it. I need a flask. I don't like this. Don't get kicked in the head by a horse. Didn't mean to do that second attack, but it's okay. Okay. Everything's fine. That was good. Don't get greedy. Could have finished it there, but... There it is. It's done. That hit me! Oh, Chloranthy Ring +2. That's what I'm here for. Wow. Oh, man. It was a two-headed undead horse pulling a chariot with probably some skeletons on it or something. The Executioner's Chariot. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm gonna go rest at a bonfire, and then I have to step away for a minute, and then we're gonna fight the Great Sword Knight a couple of times. Because I don't like that feels like a loose end to me. Holy shit. Wow. I'm right back. This is just one thing I wanted to accomplish today. This was, I have this whole page here of, you can't see it because of the light, but, there's a number of, oh, you know what, I'll select the game, I suppose. There's a number of things that I am hoping to accomplish today. Ava was one. Getting the Priestess Eye, kind of, and Ava are all one. And so, that's good. Mostly I just didn't want this session to be, one, basically just stuck on one thing. No, we have to go back to this. And defeat the Great Sword Knight. Which will likely be both easier and more frustrating than the Executioner's Chariot itself. Yeah. Because now there's no... The reason that I'm doing it like this. There's no enemies between me and the Great Sword Knight now. There's no corpse. There's no, like, big skeleton man who was riding it. Does give me pause for the other Bonfire Intensity 2 bosses I want to face. Belfry Gargoyles, Mytha, Baneful Queen. Mytha shouldn't be too terrible. Nope. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Come on in. Yeah. 3-part attack, huh? What? What? That should have been a backstab. It's gonna take a couple tries. I'm gonna need a little bit of luck for this. That's just the way that it is. The Great Sword has a really good moveset. Similar to an invader. Not an actual invader. There will be a whole text, a sound plays and text pops up at the bottom of the screen. Invaded by Forlorn. That sort of thing. It is... You notice, like the torturers, for instance, don't look like they could be player characters, right? Their base model is different. They have a weapon that player characters can't have. All of that good stuff. This enemy is always here, but... Like, what is that? Always here, and so not an invader, but is equipped with items available to the player, uses it like a player would. There's one. Here we go. It's done. It's so different to do that fight after all of the torturers and all of the jump and like all the other stuff versus it's the first thing that I'm doing since resting in a bonfire and there's no enemies between it and the bonfire. It's a completely different cognitive experience, for lack of a better term. Okay, what do I need for a level? 4,000, 14,000, 1,400. Have resources. Well, and that's a good point too. I have resources then. I don't have to budget my flasks for fighting a boss after facing the Greatsword Knight there. I have all of my resources I can pour directly into fighting that. Okay. I don't know what that noise was. Excuse me. Screw it. No. I'm trying to decide where to go to get souls. Oh! There's something here that I need to do. I might have already done it, actually. I think I already did it. I forgot about it, but I already did it. Because I would have defeated... No, I didn't. Okay, cool. There's this. Doesn't need extra bonfire intensity. Remember the smelter demon? That took a lot of tries too. Large and black in color with big horns and fire attacks and a big sword. I thought maybe Smelter Demon would be indicative enough of what it looked like that it might evoke it. I understand not remembering the names, though. This is that arena. Oh! You're gonna track it that time, huh? I need to drink water after this. Blue means drink water. Ow! Ah! Not the stabbing! Ah! This is on my list, actually. I was not prepared to deal with the stabbing. Torturer, aka Executioner, I just noticed, to put a nice little bow on that conversation. Away from the Yolan Knight Captain there. That's a damage increase. Yep. That's a good one. That's something that I need. Okay. And that was enough souls. Perfect. So, what we just did was we got upgrades for 2 of our cornerstone rings. One of our rings is our primary weapon. The other ring is plus health, stamina, equip load, charisma, and talent. So we're not going to take that one off. But to compare, let's head back here. And oh my goodness, time is almost up. We have 20 minutes left. Time flies when you really hate your life. That's incredible. So let's see how things have changed here. Enough there for anything to really feel that different. If I knew what I was doing, I would have gone for the Ring of Blades before fighting the Executioner's Chariot. That would have been the better move, because the Torturers would have been easier, probably. Well, because more damage is a good thing, damn it. I don't have to justify that. Ow! Stop stabbing me. Not you. Ow. This might go down a bit quicker. Yeah, there it is. The 1-2-3 combo was enough after the backstab on the Rampart Golem. That's nice. Screw you! I like the way that sound goes up at the end. I did get a backstab, you're right. I need to remember to be grateful. Oh! Didn't drop an item. Crazy that I've already used 5 flasks. Although I guess not, since I had to come all the way up and around. Okay, don't forget about the guy in the room to the side there. This guy. Another couple levels next, and that will be a 1-2-3 and done. Not bad. Not bad. Not the cleanest, but not bad. Do I have Ring of Blades +2 written? Yeah, okay, that's a new game plus thing as well. Alright, man with cool hammer. Please don't completely disembowel me with it this time. Well, not completely. How about a roll works once? Wouldn't that be nice? That might as well have been my first time fighting it, so I'm not mad about that. This is an involved process, admittedly. Gotta say, I feel like that roll should have maybe worked. Who knows? Gotta stop doing that. That's good. Nope. Want a light attack to connect. That's all I want. That is very close to... Cool. Rampart Golem Shield. Let's see if anything happens if I don't fight that guy. I have not hit one of the smaller ones with a backstab before hitting it since coming back yet. Incredible. All of this that I've done today will make the other DLCs a little bit more doable. I can feel good about what I've accomplished today. That is true. With something like this, everything takes more tries than I want it to. And so I have to remember that the tries are the content, not the successes, perhaps. Which is, you know, can be cold comfort to a certain degree. Holy shit, that was a lot of turns. But get out of here. Man, that guy will completely fuck you up if you can't see him. He's fast and high damage with solid reach. No, touch blood's damn. Alluring Skulls, Skeptic Spice. That's the other thing fog walls can conceal. Progress. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. I now feel good about what I've accomplished today. Good, good, very good. Missing that was not ideal. Scraw! There we go. Finally got one. And he killed it in one hit. Just what I've always wanted. Alright, great. We might be... Well, we're in business. That'll die in one hit. Easy. Let's see if this one does too. I'm so frustrated by that. Now I'm on fire. Oh look! Like Ganondorf in Twilight Princess. She died standing up. Holy Knight Aurheim. So this is a scripted invade. Somewhere. Okay. I don't know where the invader is. My roll was supposed to put me over the edge and down onto the stairs. Alright. Let's recover that bloodstain. And either we succeed or we die trying, and that's our session. Real actual progress in Frozen Oleum Lois. I'll take it. Why didn't that hit either time? My camera got all confused there. Yes, one hit. Good. That was what I wanted. It's not safe around the corner here, actually, but, you know. Do me a flavor and come back over here. What do you drop? Retainer staves. Get backstab, please. Thank you. Consistently, they die in one hit. Fabulous. That's very good news. I believe the DLCs are kind of on the same level as one another. And so that should bode well for our endeavors in the other ones. Alright. That's it. That Jimmer. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate you greatly. Kim Champ, it was nice to chat. Hope you have a lovely evening. All the rest of you, I hope you have a lovely evening as well. I'll be back Wednesday night for, I gotta see what my 1,000-Year Door rando looks like. I'm a little bit stuck, and I'm a little bit not sure how to fix that. And so it could be that I'm about done playing it. With Metroid Prime 4 coming out, might switch to Wednesday nights. So we'll see. But Wednesday night I'll be on again. Next week I may stream, I may not. The information will be in the Discord. Thanksgiving rolls into next Sunday, so we'll see. I'm glad that it was a good time for you as well. Peace, y'all.